but it's more of an honor to tell you going back to the big leagues.
Let's go!
For the first time in 4 years, Aaron Barrett is going to throw a major league pitch. Back in pitching after he was able to do that, and
it's finally hitting him right now, all the hard work.
Told us today his family and his faith.
If that does not touch your heart, I don't know what kind of sick, twisted human being that you are, but Aaron Barrett, the last time that he pitched in Major League Baseball was 2000, I think 14 or 15. It's been quite some time. He had 2 surgeries on his arm, so the fact that he came all the way back, he had a scoreless inning against a really good Braves lineup, and then he cried. I would have cried too, because his family, they're going to be set up even better. It's just... bravo, Mr. Barrett. What's going on, guys? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another Major League Baseball recap. I know that I am going to get a lot of comments saying that, Fuzzy, it's football Sunday. What are you doing posting baseball? But you know what? When football's back, that just means 2 things. That cold weather is on the horizon as well as playoff baseball. So if anything, you should be more pumped up about these recaps because the wild card races, the AL Central, the NL Central, everything, it's going to be a crazy race to the finish. In today's recap, we have JD Martinez. You guys saw the thumbnail. It was very interesting. He ran into some female thingies. I don't even know if I can say the word out loud because I might get an age restriction from YouTube. But yeah, some crazy stuff happened. But without further ado, let's start talking baseball. Yasmani Grandal continues to take full advantage of his 1-year contract that he signed for the Brewers. He has been insane so far in 2019. All-Star Christian Yelich, he became the 2nd player since Ryan Braun to have 40 home runs and 30 stolen bases in a single season, as he stole 3 bases yesterday. I think the next player that's going to do it is Ronald Acuna Jr. in the same season, but we'll talk about that in just a second. The Brewers, they had a great game yesterday.
Notably, Phelps now pitching. Grandal to the opposite field. That is well hit. The game. Yelich takes off. Pitches a strike. Throw to second, and Yelich is in there. And Yelich down the left field line. Schwarber on the run. Can't get it. Bounces off the wall. Here comes Austin.
Now, one thing that I do have to note, because the Brewers were facing the Chicago Cubs, Javier Baez, the star shortstop, one of the best players in baseball, he did fracture his left thumb, so I'm not sure how long he's going to be out, but Cubs fans, it's not looking good. Now, I just talked about how Yasmani Grandal is taking full advantage of his 1-year contract because he's going to get even more money next year. Another player that is doing that is Josh Donaldson of the Atlanta Braves. This guy is hitting almost 400 in his last 7 games. He's hitting home run after home run after home run. He is making it rain. I think that Josh Donaldson might get $25 million next year. I mean, it could happen as they absolutely destroy the Nationals. They swept them. So, yeah, Braves fans versus Nationals fans. I'm not sure how you're feeling about your squads, but if you're a Braves fan, after that series, you're feeling really confident.
40 average in the air down the left field line. This one back there towards the wall.
2-run homer.
Swing and a drive. First pitch.
He's going. And it's shot into right field. Coming on is Joyce. He'll make the grab. Throw back to first. Chance for 2. Bullpen is busy as this ball is unloaded on deep right field.
The Arizona Diamondbacks are officially ahead of schedule. They are 9-1 in their last 10 games. They traded away Paul Goldschmidt and Zach Greinke. By everyone's agreement, those were their 2 best players, and somehow they're playing better than ever. They're almost about to win the 2nd spot in the NL wildcard. So all of the trade pieces that they got in return, as well as the picks, the Arizona Diamondbacks, if they can keep building and building and building on top of Alex Young and Luke Weaver and Merrill Kelly, all the other young studs that they have, the Diamondbacks might be a force to be reckoned with for the next 5 to 6 years. It could happen.
It's a hitter.
And down goes Rojas. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Castillos.
Here in Cincinnati. Alex Young wins the battle. That's 11 strikeouts. Aquino. Ball game. Diamondbacks win it. They have won 5 straight and 11 of 12.
Manny Machado is having a pretty decent season, but not the Manny Machado that we've all grown to know from the Dodgers and the Orioles. Well, actually, he wasn't very good with the Dodgers, and then he's also kind of stacked onto that with 2019, so he's kind of have a very average last 162 games. Now, he is still Manny Machado. He's having a pretty good season. He has 30-plus home runs, but the fact that he doesn't have a great batting average combined with the Padres not being that great, I mean, it is what it is. They did win yesterday, though.
That's well hit again from Will to the opposite field.
The pitch is a fly ball to right field. Blackman to the track, to the wall. Opposite field, over for Manny Machado. Pitch. Swung out and missed in the dirt. Murphy goes down swinging. Hedges applies the tag, and that'll do it.
2019 has been the year of home runs, and that is no different for the Oakland A's as they smashed 3 home runs yesterday. They are currently in second place for the AL wild card. Now we'll talk about the Indians in just a second because they're playing the Minnesota Twins. It's going to be a really tough series. So right now it's the Rays, who are also 9-1 in their last 10 games, playing great baseball. It's just, it's actually insane. So we have the A's game, then we have the Rays game.
And there's a shot to left field, and that's a base hit. Hit to center. Castro's back. Castro at the wall. Right here in the bottom of the 5th. Right field. Hit well. And
3-2 pitch. On the inside corner. Strike 3 called. He got him with a curveball. The first.
Darno sends a high fly ball deep to right and make the catch there. The tag at third. He got it. Struck him out. Drake strikes out the side.
You guys saw the title. Not only did JD Martinez run into some thingies, Shohei Ohtani made some baseball history as he became the first Japanese-born player to ever have 5 RBIs and a stolen base in the same game. So I thought this was kind of a funny stat. Like, who really cares about 5 RBIs and a stolen base? Now, that is a huge game, but the fact that he was the first Japanese-born player to do it, and we've had Ichiro, Hideki Matsui, I thought this was a really awesome game. So Shohei Ohtani, take it away, man.
Double and a triple. Shoots this one down the left field line. Jimenez not going to get there. It's a fair ball.
The 2 Angel runs. He'll be the next batter.
That is launched out to deep left field. A no doubt about it. Big fly, Ohtani-san.
One more out here in the 9th, and the pitch drilled into center field, but Goodwin is there waiting.
All right, guys, so you have been patient enough. We are now to the point of the video where we have to talk about JD Martinez missing the wall and actually running into a female fan. I actually don't even remember who won this game. JD Martinez did not have the best defensive performance. I know he lost the ball in the sun. Now, again, I don't remember who won the game, so here we go. Who won? Yankees versus the Red Sox.
And Didi swings and he drills one to right, but right at Martinez, who missed the ball in the sun. Encarnacion hits one to deep left field. That ball is high, it is far, it is gone.
popped up. This should do it.
Now, I don't know about 2019, but it's been a very interesting year in terms of people taking offense to a lot of things and being very soft. So, does that woman have any recourse? I mean, if you guys are lawyers out there, if you're taking any legal classes, let me know, because I don't know, people are soft. You never know. The St. Louis Cardinals have to be considered a top 6, maybe top 5 team in all baseball, especially in the second half. They have the best record since the All-Star break. It's actually blowing my mind how good they are, because I almost wrote them off after picking them to make the World Series, but they continue to play well. Adam Wainwright has 2 consecutive quality starts. Marcell Ozuna has gone deep in each of his last starts. So when you have Wainwright doing his thing, combined with Marcell Ozuna hitting 500-foot home runs, you're not beating the Cardinals.
Marcell Ozuna. Ozuna! Right center! Goodbye! Here's Paul DeYoung.
He's hit hard into center field. Backing up is Marte. He's on the run, and he can't get it. It's off the center field wall. 2 Cardinals are both rounding third at the same time. A 2-run double for Paul DeYoung.
So I know a lot of you guys don't like math, and I'm in that same boat. If I could choose a history class over math, I would do that every single day. But here's a fun little addition question that I'm sure all of you guys can answer. Justin Verlander plus Alex Bregman home run equals what? Equals W's.
Needed hitter.
3-2 pitch. Strikes out the side, getting Tim Lopes swinging. And Bregman drives one deep to left field, and this game is tied.
Delivers. And he gets this one to center field. That's medium deep. He makes the catch. Tucker, he's going to score.
You know what's crazy is baseball is one of the most ruthless sports in the entire world, because you can go from being one of the better pitchers in baseball to being absolutely awful. A perfect example is Drew Smyly from 2012 to 2015. That's 4 solid years. He had a 3.24 combined ERA. This year alone, he's pushing, I think, 6, so he fell off quite a bit. But yesterday, he had a really good performance for the Philadelphia Phillies. I just have to give him some props, because that kind of sucks to go from really good to almost out of the league, and then you have a decent performance like yesterday. Props to him. I'm holding my phone so I can't clap.
Asa Hernandez leads off. That one's down the right field line toward Utley's corner.
For Todd Frazier.
And a line drive out to right center field. Hazley going back on it, reaches up, makes the grab. The 2-2 pitch coming. And a looper out to right center field. That'll drop for a hit.
One to Pete. One on, lined hard to left. Dickerson over towards the line. He lays out.
So the Phillies are now 3 games back of the NL wild card. Now, one team that does not have to worry about the wild card, at least in my opinion, is the Minnesota Twins, because they are again 6.5 games ahead of the Cleveland Indians. Mitch Garver, he's pushing JT Realmuto and Gary Sanchez as one of the most lethal offensive catchers in all of baseball. I mean, the guy almost has a 1,000 OPS. He has 28 home runs. He's not very good with his glove, but if we're talking about catchers who can rake, honestly, it might be Mitch Garver at the top now. Guys, let me know in the comment section down below, now that you just saw Mitch Garver raking, again, he has 28 home runs and an almost 1,000 OPS. Would you rather have Gary Sanchez, JT Realmuto, or Mitch Garver? Don't even talk about gloves. Just offensively from catchers, who would you rather have?
Right back to him. Puig just turns and walks back to the dugout.
Oh, my.
And now the 1-1 pitch, a fly ball into right, deep. Puig going back, still going. Puig will turn at the porch, and that's gone! Garver to right!
So anytime that the Dodgers face off against the San Francisco Giants, there's usually a ton of drama. There's some fireworks. I remember earlier on in the year when Max Muncy hit a home run off Madison Bumgarner. That was a lot of fun to watch. But yesterday, to put it simply, it was a snooze fest. The Giants actually shut out the Dodgers for the first time since May of the same year. So, yeah. Dodgers and Cody Bellinger, they had a rough game yesterday. Cody Bellinger's been having a rough couple weeks. I don't know if he's the unanimous MVP vote that everyone was going to give him a few months ago, because his batting average has dipped and dipped and dipped, as well as an OPS. But yeah, the Giants, they had a giant performance yesterday. Not really. It was really boring.
And a broken bat roller softly hit to third. Turner has to quickly get up to first for the out. From the pitch, and a breaking ball hit down to Belt. Goes to second one. Crawford the return. Double play. 3-6-3. Down to third. This could do it.
The last 2 games that I want to talk about are coming from the Royals and the Rangers. Again, 2 teams that got W's yesterday, but it doesn't really matter because they're officially out of the playoff race. Rougned Odor is having a rough season. He's hitting under 200, but he had a big-time performance yesterday. As well as the Royals, they scored 6 runs in the 7th inning, and then Jorge Soler hits home run number 41. So him and Whit Merrifield have kind of been like the lone stars for the Royals. Maybe even Hunter Dozier and Ian Kennedy. He's having a pretty good season. But yeah, Royals and Rangers, they take the dub.
He'll swing and hit a little flare into shallow left center. That'll drop for a hit. 1-1.
And that is lined into right field.
And a swing and a line drive right field. Right fielder goes back. It's over the head of Ramirez. Going to go all the way to the fence.
3 times tonight. And that's hit to the gap in deep left center field. It carries and it's gone.
Alright guys, well that is going to do it for today's recap. We've covered every single game, but the video is not done because what we're going to do is we're going to do something pretty fun. We're going to have a little mini series at the end of these videos called This Day in History, because I want you guys to be able to participate. So this day in history on September 8th, a couple things happened. You guys will be able to get shout outs, so make sure you let me know in the comment section down below what happened in history the next day. So if today's September 8th, some research for September 9th and so on and so on and so on, because you might be featured in the video on September 8th. This one's brought to you by Ryan Oakes. Babe Ruth set the record for most home runs in a single season back on September 8th of 1919. He broke the record with 26 home runs. So there you go. Fun little fact from Mr. Ryan Oakes. Next up, we have TMG Squirrel on September 8th. I think it was like 18 something. It was a long time ago. Something called Polo Grounds. I'm pretty sure that all of you are familiar. Polo Grounds was the first commercial ballpark in history. So September 8th was a really awesome day. And then fun little fact from Fuzzy. Mark McGwire set the record on September 8th. I don't remember the year, but yeah, he beat Roger Maris with his 62nd home run. So if you guys want to be in the video like Ryan Oakes or TMG Squirrel, make sure you let me know this day in history. Thank you guys for watching. Now you can go enjoy some football. If you guys are going to any football games, make sure to use code Fuzzy for $20 off, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.